What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate that. If you don't mind, after this, if you get any value from it whatsoever, like, share, subscribe. Do not hold it onto it for yourself. Help your teammates out. Help your team out. Send it to them. Tell them to get on their video analysis grind. This is what you guys should be doing all the time. You know, just as much as you train outside, you should be on the video. You should be analyzing players that you think that you are most like, or watching yourself. If you have your own film, you should never leave the computer. You should be watching yourself, because that is how you get from this level all the way to this level. It's exponential growth when you are analyzing yourself constantly, consistently. Everything you do every single day should be to grow and to get better and to train your mind. That's what the name of the game is. That's how you get better. It's about the mind. But without further ado, I'll do a whole nother video on why you should do video analysis. But for right now, we're gonna watch two of the best forwards in the game, of my generation, that are playing today. Zlatan and Cristiano Ronaldo. It's super interesting because Cristiano is about to be 34 years old. Zlatan 35, I think. I mean, these guys are still at the top of their game. But I'm going to show you guys how I video analyze these types of games. This was recent. Also, if you're trying to look for games to watch on YouTube, AC Milan has been putting out all their games. So go check out AC Milan's YouTube channel. They're putting out full matches after their game. So go check that out. But without further ado, let's get into it. So like I said, we're gonna be focusing on the forwards today and seeing what they're doing. As you can see, Ronaldo, and this is a key thing for you guys, and this is probably number one. I like to bullet point my videos, but number one, know your role and know your strengths, right? So in order to know your role, you have to know what you're good at. Ronaldo's not good at defending, right? So that's why you see him doing this stuff right here. You see him right here. You see him right here. And ball comes in here. Absolutely no worries. No worries. Just leave it. That's not his game. That's not what he does. That's not what he's here for. He's not here to defend. Save your energy. On the other end, you see Zlatan on the ball here, giving it away to Ronaldo, actually, funny enough. And they're on the break. So a couple of things to break down here. So number one is know your strengths, right? Know your strengths. Know what you bring to the table. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Zlatan's a great player. One of the best that we've seen. If you have a chance, go read his book. It's unbelievable. But we see here, look, he gets on the ball. He's open. The way he makes space is something that, center mids can learn from. Look how he starts over here. He starts right here. And he ends up over here with acres of space. So watch this. Watch. Boom. He's making his way over. 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 And now he's in acres of space. Again, now look at him. Miles of space. If you're center mid, watch how he moves. His movement. It doesn't matter what position you play. If you have the mentality, if you have the understanding of how the game works, of how defenders move, of how teams shift over and stuff like that, if you have the IQ, the in-game IQ, you can make space anywhere. You can make space in a phone booth. Just watch this. He gets the ball. Now, know your role, know your strengths. Probably not one of the better passers in the game. We were talking about Ronaldo a second ago about him not defending. Just gives him the ball here. Gives him the ball. Now, knowing your strengths again. Number one, knowing your strengths. Ronaldo's just made a good defensive play. The ball has been given to him. Look at him here. As soon as the ball comes down, now you're going to see him use his speed now. Now it's off to the races. This is what Ronaldo does best. Boom. And plays it wide. Notice how he doesn't try to dribble. He doesn't try to dribble through those players. He plays it wide and moves, because movement kills. Good movement kills. Speed kills, movement kills. Look, now he's in. If they can find him, they're trying to find him with Bernadeschi, but doesn't happen. No big deal. But what you got to learn from that is know your strengths. Know your strengths. If you're a forward and you're in the midfield and you have the ball, maybe just play it simple. Maybe just play it back to your center back and get back in your position. Know your role. Zlatan is not a passer, a playmaker, right? He's the one of the best finishers we've seen. Ronaldo understands his role. He understands his new role. Old Ronaldo maybe tries to dribble out of that, but no, he understands that he is a counter-attacking wizard. Watch here. Watch this again. Zlatan gives the ball away right here. Boom. See how Ronaldo passes it there? He doesn't try to get out of it with a dribble. Ball comes into him again. It only takes one touch, goes, and now he's in space. He's committed this guy, and now he's into space. Now, it doesn't work, doesn't come off, but he knows his strengths. He knows what he needs to do. Lay and go, right? So, number one, know your strengths. Know what you need to do for the team in order for the team to be successful. Simple as that. Now what I'm looking for right now is how does Zlatan how does he react to that, right? How does he react to that? So in any situation, in any given situation in the game, in training, whatever, have a plan. Have a plan for how it's supposed to go. See the training session and say, if I put my I'm gonna run my you know what off today. I'm gonna run as hard as I can, put in the work, tackle, defend. When I get a chance, I'm gonna score. Have a plan for the training session. Have an intention. Go for it. When you're about to play a game, understand who your opponent is. Roy Keane used to say, right before we played Arsenal, my joints would start aching because it knew I was ready for battle. He knew that it was time to go to battle. He knew on a Monday. Game's on Saturday, he's ready to go on Monday. Are you ready to play on Monday? Do you have an intention for how the week is going to look? Do you have an idea of how it's going to look? Or do you just go into the game and say, well, I'm just going to try my best? Second part of that. So number one, have a plan. Number two, have a backup plan, and then a backup plan, and then a backup plan. Be able to adapt to anything that happens. Be able to adapt to anything that happens. Zlatan gives it away. Watch. As soon as he gets the ball back, what is he going to do? He's going to try to make something else happen because it didn't go according to plan. No big deal. Next play. Have a plan. Number one, have a plan. Number two, have a second plan and a third plan and a fourth plan and a fifth plan. That's where video analysis comes in, is being able to see multiple situations over and over and over and over again without actually having to go and play a game. Like I can watch this game over and over and over and over again, get certain moments in the game that I can add to my game. And I haven't had to go outside. I haven't had to go to the gym. I haven't had to get dressed. I haven't had to exert any physical energy, but my mind is expanding. My mind's training at all times. So now when I'm go to training, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. I can actually form a picture. A lot of you guys can't form a picture because you haven't seen enough pictures. So that's me being motivational again. But let's take it from let's get back to the game. Again, Zlatan understands how defensives work. What happens with any defense is as the ball goes this way, what do the defenders do? Go this way. So now the ball's going to come in here. The ball's going to come back around here. The defender's going to come back around here, and Zlatan's going to go in there because that's where the space is. Understanding where the space is and understanding where and how defenders and defenses move. See, they come this way. Zlatan goes that way. He pulls away again. A lot of you guys, and a lot of players that I've coached stand next to defenders too much. Look right here. Look. He pulls away. He's on a defender right here. Most of you guys, so he goes in that space, doesn't get it. Most of you guys in this situation would just stand there and hope for the ball or say that I'm not open or whatever. Look, 3 steps, wide open. Now he can play forward. You got to understand the game, guys. You have to understand how the game is played. You got to understand that defenders and defenses are pretty predictable. They're pretty predictable. So you just got to do the opposite of what they're doing. Again, movement from Zlatan right here. And you guys don't see these kind of things. And that's why I'm here. You guys don't see these kind of things. Watch Zlatan's run in here. Watch what that does to, I believe that's Danilo. Watch what he does. He comes back here. Who does that leave open? Abate. Watch this. Watch. Zlatan goes in there. Danilo goes with him. Abate's wide open. You guys don't see these kind of. No, it's not Abate. I don't know who that is. You guys don't see these kind of movements. You guys don't see these kind of movements. You guys look at the goals and the skills and the tricks and the flips and all that stuff, but these are the moments. These are the moments that create those moments that you love so much. Like you would just see that shot and you wouldn't understand what Zlatan had to do to get to that shot. Let's go back and let's see what actually transpired, what actually happened in this sequence. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing when I watch film. This is what my students see when we watch film together. If you're interested in a one-on-one training with me, one-on-one training session with me, where we go over your own game film on how you should be playing and how you should be, what you should be working on, your strengths and your weaknesses, we can do that. DM me on Instagram and we'll get that sorted out for you. But look, Zlatan comes in here. Danilo comes, he goes 2 steps. That's enough. Abate comes backwards and the ball gets played to Abate. Or not Abate. I don't know why I keep saying that. And it gets played to the right back. Very simple movement. What's going to happen now is Zlatan's going to be in here. He's going to come back a little bit. He's going to come out here and then shoot it. There's a lot of movement that goes on here. He's not just standing there. Watch. He even looks over. Look, he's even looking over. Watch, watch. He looks over now. He looks over again. Now he goes. Danilo goes a little bit, goes out wide. Perfect. Now the ball's out wide. Zlatan's in here now. You see how he's not standing here? He's not standing here. That's too easy for Bonucci to see him. He's actually standing behind the other center back, right? So now no one can see him. No one knows where he is. See where he's standing. This is so important, guys. These little things are so important that you guys don't understand. You guys work on your finishing. You guys work on your first touch. You guys work on your ball mastery. This is what you should be working on. This is what you should be watching day in, day out. Watching this kind of stuff. Instead of standing here where everyone can see him, he's standing just behind the defender. It's too difficult for him to look this way and that way too many times. He doesn't look. Look. He doesn't look. It makes it so much easier for Zlatan now. Look, he doesn't look. He doesn't look. He doesn't look. Now you got to see his movement now. Watch. Now he's here. The defender's 1 step behind because there's a guy here and a guy here against two. If Bonucci came in here, I'm sure he would go in there. It's just, these are the moments, guys. These are the moments that create chances. Boom. Easy out there. I mean, just the movement is just, it's just big time, guys. These are the things you guys got to be watching. These are the things you got to be watching day in, day out, every single day. But yeah, so I think that's a good video to stop with. I think that's a good sequence right there to get a chance like that. Here it is from another angle. Very simple how he played. And then just, guys, it's not rocket science. You guys just got to be watching it over and over and over and over again before it becomes a part of your game. You got to get it so ingrained in your head that you see it in your own game. When you're playing games, you see, oh, the defense is moving to the right. I got to go to the left, wide open. Instead of running so much, use your brain to understand. Johan Cruyff, they said Pep Guardiola was talking about Johan Cruyff and how they were losing against some team. There's Barcelona losing against some team. Johan Cruyff came into the locker room and instead of saying, we have to run more, we have to work harder, all this rah, 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 he said, guys, we're running too much. Stop trying to solve the problem with your legs. Start trying to solve the problem with your minds. Some of you guys are running too much. Some of you guys think that you're not fit, but it's not fitness. It's the mind. You have to have your mind understanding different situations in the game that come up over and over and over and over again, and start meshing those together into your training. Now you're actually training on things that will actually make you better. So guys, I really appreciate you tuning in again. I'm going to start doing a lot more of these videos. So I really appreciate you hopping in on the first one. I will make sure that, if you guys have any questions, make sure you DM me on Instagram at AM Video Analysis on Instagram. Make sure you check that out. And I will see you guys next time. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.